If you're retired or about to retire, I think these charts highlight one of the biggest problems you'll face. Let's take this scenario as an example. Let's say you have $2.2 million saved, you want to withdraw $120,000 a year, and you want your money to last until age 90. A natural question to ask might be, what rate of return do I need for this plan to work? There's a huge flaw in this question, though. The first is no one's going to know the future rate of return until that happens, and I think most people get that. But the second problem is, even if we knew the future rate of return, it wouldn't tell the whole story. Let me show you. Let's look at 3 scenarios. Here's scenario 1. Let's say we know the rate of return, and over the course of retirement, your average return is going to be 6.73%. You can see everything looks great. Here's scenario 2, where it's almost the same example, still an average 6.73% rate of return, but now we're using actual historical return data over the last 25 years. And you can see your money runs out at age 87. Not so great. And then look at scenario 3. Again, it's still an average 6.73% return, but now the returns are simply in reverse order. That positive 10% and 8% that happens in the first 2 years of the second scenario now happens in the last 2 years of the third scenario. In scenario 3, in this case, when your plan ends / you die, you nearly have the same amount of money you originally retired with. To me, this is pretty wild. It's certainly better than the other scenarios, like running out of money at 87, but it still fails miserably at helping you maximize your spending. In this scenario, you're likely going to give a big chunk away of your wealth to taxes, likely hundreds of thousands of dollars. So a couple takeaways to share. The first is the next time you hear someone say, I just need a 5%, 6%, or 7% rate of return and I'll be fine, you'll know that it's more complicated than that. It's not the return that matters, but the sequence. The second thing is you need a system that helps you avoid both the orange and the green scenarios, something that helps you take that middle path. At our firm, for all of our clients that are in retirement, we implement a system we call Guardrails. It's a dynamic withdrawal strategy, one of the many out there. A popular one you may have heard of is the Guyton-Klinger Guardrails, which I'll put the link here. If you're heading into retirement or already retired, and this is something you need help with, feel free to reach out.